Thank you very much, Speaker. I want to thank the Minister for his statement today. I could say ditto and sit down because he covered so many of the points that are most important, but I did take the time to prepare this, so we're going to go through it. Speaker, this Saturday, April 28th, workers, their families and the wider public will commemorate the National Day of Mourning for all those who have lost their lives or suffered injury or illness in their workplace. This is a yearly occurrence, and it allows us to reflect on the great sadness we have for those workers who have died or have been injured while they were simply doing their jobs. It also allows us to think about the dreadful personal cost that all workplaces, injuries and illnesses have on their workers, their friends and families, and the wider society here in the province of Ontario. What's more, it is an important opportunity to honour workers and to recommit ourselves to workplace health and safety. Compared to decades ago, we have made a lot of progress on this file. This is due in large part of the efforts of workers themselves, in conjunction with their unions, employers and government, to not only make our workplaces safer, but for educating the public to be more safety conscious. On the labour side of the equation, it is important to remember that this day of mourning was started in Sudbury in the mid-1980s by the Canadian Labour Congress. Since that time, a Workers' Mourning Day is now recognized in over 80 countries. Everyone in this chamber and across the province owes the Canadian Labour Congress a debt of gratitude for doing so much for making this day of mourning possible. On the government side of the equation, an example of a fruitful government initiative was in the mid-1990s, when the government of the day gave the Workplace Safety and Insurance Board a new mandate to place emphasis on prevention of injuries and illness. Since that time, the WSIB has had effective health and safety prevention campaigns carried out with other key safety stakeholders. As they have done in the past, going forward, the key to improving safety is through private and public partnerships at home, at work, and in our communities. Along with the Ministry of Labour, some of the prominent organizational safety partners we have in Ontario are the WSIB, Workplace Safety Insurance Board, Occupational Health Clinics for Ontario Workers, Workers' Health and Safety Council, Institute for Health and Work, Centre of Research Expertise for the Prevention of Musculoskeletal Disorders, the Centre for Research Expertise in Occupational Disease, the Occupational Cancer Research Centre, Health and Safety Ontario, which comprises 4 health and safety associations working together. I want to take this opportunity to thank those groups for the hard work they do every day to help make this province and our workers safer. Many of us in this chamber are parents and grandparents, so we understand the importance of making sure that when our children and grandchildren are starting to work, that we sit them down before they go to do their job and stress the importance of safety in the workplace and the importance of not doing work or going into areas that are unsafe. Speaker, my son is a tradesperson, and I've had that conversation with him many, many times. He's not that young anymore, but I still have it with him because he is my son. And I know many parents who have not had their children have not come home because of a workplace accident that has been fatal, and nobody wants that to happen to their own, so we still have that conversation. Unfortunately, it is often younger workers who are the ones who are hurt because they are unaware of their rights or because of their lack of age and experience are less likely to speak up about dangers. If we are able to internalize workplace safety with our youth, it will be a skill set and a frame of mind that they will take with them for their entire career. While we are fortunate to live and work in one of the safest places in the world, we must always remain vigilant to improve our efforts. We owe it as a tribute to those workers who have fallen or been injured to do better. It has been repeated countless times, but I will echo this sentence once again. One worker's death or injury is one too many. I know I speak for every member of the Legislative Assembly when I say that we need to continue to work together to continue these safety efforts. On behalf of the entire caucus of the official opposition, I want to again thank all workers and unions across this province for all their hard work and sacrifice, and wish them a meaningful day of mourning this Saturday. Thank you, Speaker.